Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these coffee and walnut blondies. Let's begin. To start, you'll want to grab yourself a large heat-proof bowl and then add in your butter and the white chocolate and melt the two together until they are fully combined. The mixture will be smooth and glossy. If you see any small lumps, that's okay. You should be able to stir them in, but you don't want anything that's not fully melted. In a small bowl, you'll want to combine a small amount of water with instant coffee, then transfer that into your white chocolate and butter base and just mix it in until it's fully incorporated. It will go from this yellowish colour straight to a very kind of brown colour. Don't worry, this is completely normal due to the amount of coffee that has been added. Once the coffee has been fully incorporated, you can then add in your eggs and just whisk them in until they are fully combined. You will notice a change in the consistency of the mixture, and this is completely normal. You can then go ahead and add in the plain flour, the chocolate chips and the roughly chopped walnuts and just fold everything in until it's fully incorporated. You should find the chocolate chips and the walnuts are fairly distributed throughout the batter. If not, just give it a little bit more of a mix until they are. Being careful not to overmix, otherwise the blondie will have a tougher texture later on. I forgot to add in my sugar, so add your sugar in when you add the coffee. That's what I recommend. Don't do what I've done, just mix it until it's fully incorporated. You can then go ahead and grab your 8-inch square tin which has been lined with some parchment paper and transfer the coffee and walnut blondie batter into it. It's a little bit on the thicker side, so you may just need to spread it out. If not, it'll just do it on its own, but I definitely recommend leveling it out just so it bakes more evenly and consistently. And seeing as most coffee has milk, I'm using a white chocolate spread to add that milk element. So I add dollops all over the top of the blondie batter and then just take a knife to swirl it all around to get a pattern. And don't worry, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, it's fine, don't worry. Then over the top just sprinkle over some more roughly chopped walnuts and chocolate chips until you've got an even coating all over the top. You can then go ahead and place this into your preheated oven and bake it off. All that information will be on the blog post, which I will leave linked down below. Here are what the blondies look like once they have been baked and allowed to cool fully. I placed mine into the fridge overnight so they would be firmer and easier to cut, but then you can cut them up however you like. I went with 8 generous sized portions, but feel free to cut them in half so you get 16 smaller portions, or however else you would like to. It's really up to you. So here is what the blondie looks like on top and inside. As you can tell, it's got a slightly more baked edge and bottom, but then you've got a perfectly gooey centre, and honestly, the coffee, walnut and chocolate all just work so well together. Recommend these if you like coffee and walnut. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to all my social media, so don't forget to go and check me out over on there. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.